Hello, so today I'm making freshest tomato stew. Okay, and we're making freshest tomato stew. So I've tried making this before and it came out so perfect with just fresh tomatoes, no frying, just steaming and every other thing. Okay, so I want to try this again so that everybody will see and learn and also give it a try and see how it turns out to be, because I really enjoyed the one I made. Okay, there are a lot of things now, a lot of diseases and sicknesses, a lot of things, so we are trying to eat right and eat healthy. All right, so in Igbo land, in essence, our food is our medicine. Everything you need to be well, to be healthy, it's in the food we eat. When you eat it right, okay, when you eat it right, you get all the nutrients you need. Your body needs to function perfectly well. Okay, so today we are making freshest tomato stew with our onions, garlic, ginger, which I'm blending the garlic and ginger here right now. And after that, we are blending our tomatoes. Okay, so join me as we make all these things. Okay, so as you listen to my voice, I also want you to listen to this melodious, ageless, timeless music. All right, so we are blending our pepper or chili, anyone you choose to call it. I love to blend even the seed. Okay, so I'm going to blend this for a longer period of time to make sure that all the seeds are blended perfectly well. Alright, back to our protein. I'm using cow meat, which is beef, and I'm using chicken as well. Okay, so this is in Igbo we call this ujijiano. That is the part of the meat of the cow. We call it ujijiano, and I'm using chicken. Okay, alright. There's this very part of chicken that I love so much. I saw it here. Is the flesh at the throat of the chicken, okay, of the fowl. So this is it. They just cut it out and you buy it separately, and I love to use it in my white soup. I love to use it in my tomato stew and every other thing. So first of all, we are parboiling our meat, our cow meat first with seasoning, onion and thyme. Okay, so just boiling because this takes a longer time to be to be cooked, so we'll boil it first, then add chicken later. So here my tomatoes have already done everything. I separated the seeds from the flesh or whatever, because I want to blend the seed so that every seed will be blended. Like I said, tomatoes. So the meat is done and I'm adding my chicken. The chicken will just steam for few minutes, few seconds, and I'll put it down. So I added extra onion to it to add the flavor, you understand, and give it a good stir and cover, because it will bring out its own water, so you don't need to add water to this. Okay, the chicken brings out its own water, so you don't need to add water to it. Okay, you'll be fine. All right, everything will be fine. So right now over here, this is my blended seed, the inner tomatoes. I don't know what it's called. I hope you understand. So this is the blended. See how smooth it is, no seed. So this other part of tomatoes, I'm blending it rough, not smooth. Okay, I'll just give it a little blend and it'll be fine. I'm using the water from the blended seed as my water base. Okay, so I'm not adding any extra water to it. All right, so that actually any water inside the tomato stew. So on the other side, I'm already starting to prepare my stew. Here I'm adding my oil and onion. Enough onion, okay, you need flavor. Now this is thyme. Already added thyme, and I'm adding my curry. Okay, all right. So here we have our curry, and give it a little good stir. Okay, yeah, so that everything will mix properly. All right, after that we'll add our pepper mix, pepper, ginger and garlic that we just blended earlier. So we are adding it right now. Give it a good stir and allow it to simmer for a few minutes. So this is how I blend my tomatoes for this very style of stew I'm making. I have so many styles of making stew, my dear. Anyone that comes my mind, I do it. So it's just rough. You can see from that blend. Okay, everything is just rough. Good. Then you now add the tomatoes and give it a little stir and allow it to steam. Not frying. We're not frying. We are just steaming. Okay. And you would test the freshness, sweetness of tomatoes. Everything is so fresh. Honestly, I'm a color and apple tomatoes. So to stay safe and to be on a safer side, I love to know what I use to cook my food. Right now, I know I used tomatoes. Okay, so eat right, eat healthy, stay safe, and be healthy. Okay, just eat right, my dear. Eat right. So many things are flying up and down now. So eat right. Okay, eat right. Okay, be fully aware of whatever you are eating. So over here, we also use fresh. We call it horse. We call it horse fish. Okay. Some people call it title, some people call it mackerel, but we call it horse in my own side. You know why? This fish is so sweet and I'm using it. Okay, so over here my tomatoes are steaming, and the flavor is so beautiful, honestly. So everything will go well with this fish as well. Ta-da! You can see what we have here. So all the water it has already dried up. Okay, everything is fine like this. It's just fine like this. We are not frying it. Okay, all the water is dried up. We are not frying. Remember, we are not frying. So I want it to dry again very well because I'm not adding any extra water to this. I'll only add the water from the meat stock and the fish stock. So this is our meat stock, and I'm adding everything so that the tomatoes will enter inside the meat. Wella. You understand? Okay. So I'm changing from using my metal spoon to my wooden spoon. Okay, I'm changing. All right. So I'm using the wooden one. Okay. So this very wood one will help me stir the meat so that there will not be the meat will not just cut into pieces. Okay, especially the chicken. Okay, so it will not break into pieces or cut into pieces anyone. Okay, so the wooden part of it will make it, once it touches the chicken, it will not break. But you know metal is not very sharp. Okay, and also it will help you stir fish. Alright, so your fish will not break into pieces in your pot of meal. You understand? After cooking, everything will still be intact. But on the other hand, there is a particular method you need to use in stirring this fish, or you have a softer protein in your food. You don't just stir where. Okay, you stir from the edge of the pot to the center. You just be very careful. From the edge you get to the center. From the edge, not just you just dip your hand inside the pot from the center and start scattering everything. Your chicken will scatter, your fish will scatter. I got tomatoes in it. So from the edge of your pot to the center, from the edge of the pot to the center. Okay, so I'm trying to cover everything with my tomatoes. Everything will enter very well. Honestly, it's very juicy when you eat, and you can really taste the tomatoes inside the meat. Not very juicy. Okay, so we're allowing it to steam for a little while so that all the juice, the flavor, the taste will enter inside my protein. Ay, on a soka poto. I'm also using egg. I'm also using egg. This son of man, This one of man, he has eaten more than, oh my god, I don't spoil this man. That is just the honest truth. I have spoiled him with food. I've spoiled this man too much. Hi, imagine, son of man. Anyway, now your luck, sha. So on the other hand, our son of man is he's preparing a fruit juice for us, okay? A grapefruit juice, and it's very tasty. Okay, he said it will go well. You can see it will go well with the fresh tomato stew. It will go well with the fresh juice. Ewo. So over here is the one he has already prepared. Okay, he has portioned it in a small container so there won't be any cheating. He said he doesn't want any cheating. Nobody should cheat me, and I should not cheat him as well. So yes, sir. There won't be cheating. So here I'll stew it some. Okay, it's just done. Everything is okay. You can see no frying, and this stew tastes heavenly. The taste is just heaven. So fresh. I wish you can try this. So fresh. When you're a good cook, you know you're a good cook. I'm a good cook, and I'm so proud of it. So proud of you, baby.